Driverless cars have been a staple of science fiction for years, but they may soon become a reality on our streets. Several companies are currently working on developing autonomous vehicles, and the technology is rapidly advancing. In addition to driverless cars, other forms of transportation are also being automated. For example, a self-driving shuttle bus was recently launched in Singapore. Join us today as we will be talking about the latest news from the world of autonomous driving. First, Tesla goes super. Starting off is Tesla's brand new supercomputer, a beefy chunk of hardware that aims to bring these driverless vehicles to life with computer vision. The senior director of artificial intelligence at Tesla, Andrej Karpathy, excitedly gave a brief explanation of how the computer works at the Conference on Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition last year. Karpathy underlined the features of the new supercomputer, which may be the fifth most powerful in the world according to his estimations. By sourcing data through the company's vast fleet, he said the system would be well positioned to work on problems in automated driving. While this new computer might be impressive, it is only just a glimpse at what's in store for Tesla. After listing the computer's specs, Karpathy commented that their upcoming project, Project Dojo, would take everything to the next level. This, of course, is a reference to the computer system in development at Tesla, which will apparently pave the way for fulfilling Tesla's vision of only autonomous systems on the roads. Although there are only a few solid details about this technology, the demonstration was a promising glimpse at what the future holds in store. Now, for driverless delivery. The world's largest online marketplace has been another big player making moves in the autonomous driving world. For the giant, self-driving trucks are the order of business, and it has recently commissioned American startup Plus to provide them with 1,000 autonomous vehicle systems. According to their website, Plus aims to make long-haul trucking much safer, cheaper, comfortable, and better for the environment. Trucks with this type of technology are able to cover over 1,500 kilometers in a single day, with 360-degree cameras and an optimized system that saves up to 20% of fuel. Amazon has also acquired an autonomous car startup recently, and its focus on trucks as the business continues to boom may be a natural next step. Up next is secret drivers. On the other hand, Ford has taken a different approach. While the technology needed for automated deliveries is still being developed and tuned, Ford is focusing on user interaction and perception. The company focuses on how users can interact with self-driving delivery vans. To test it, it designed a van to mimic the look of an autonomous vehicle but hid the driver inside a hollow car seat. The van followed a set of lights to communicate with the people around it. The lights would flash different colors to indicate when the van was driving, about to pull forwards, and was giving way. Richard Balk, director of autonomous vehicles and mobility at Ford Europe, said that it was important to focus not only on enabling the technology, but on enabling the customers' businesses. As part of its research, Ford collaborated with UK delivery company Hermes for a delivery test in London. The design allowed couriers to flag down the vehicle and remotely unlock the door as soon as it was parked. After entering the vehicle, a series of voice prompts and digital screens direct the courier to their locker, which contained the parcels to be delivered. The head of production, innovation, and onboarding at Hermes, Lindsay Aston, said that they are constantly innovating to incubate and explore concepts like these and look forward to the initial findings, which will be undoubtedly useful on an industry-wide level. Now, onto automated taxi services. Chinese tech giant Baidu has rolled out its Apollo Moon robot taxi service. While the company has been the leading search engine provider in China, it has also heavily invested in self-driving technology. It aims to have 1,000 units on the road by 2023, claiming that this would be the first time automated cars are sold in the same price range as those currently mass-produced. The estimated cost of manufacturing each taxi is approximately 480,000 yuan, around $71,000. After partnering with BAIC Group, Baidu now aims to commercialize autonomous taxis on a mass scale. Next, people are the real problem. The idea of autonomous cars helping or even replacing human drivers is exciting. The advertised benefits include reduced commuter stress and an improved traffic flow. However, this prospect is also alarming, as the growing number of accidents involving self-driving technology has tested the limits of even the most enthusiastic donors. There have been numerous reviews of the underlying technology, but there are still far too few discussions about the role of people in all of it. What will happen if we replace human judgment with technology? This phenomenon, known as cognitive offloading, has become more common with the introduction of new technologies. It transfers routine tasks from our busy minds towards algorithms and robots so that we can deal with more important activities. There are two primary disadvantages that can can accompany cognitive offloading. Firstly, cognitive offloading can lead to forgetfulness or even failure to learn the basic operating procedures. The problem becomes more serious when equipment fails, when the weather is harsh, or when unexpected situations arise. Secondly, cognitive offloading also leads people to overestimate its value and can lead to overconfidence. People fail to grasp how offloading may degrade their abilities or encourage them to apply new technologies in unintended ways. The widespread adoption of autonomous cars requires more than just technology. Extensive human support systems must also be addressed. The ultimate success of the concept of self-driving cars will depend not only on improving technology, but also on educating the drivers behind the wheel. Robo-Jesus won't be taking the wheel all the time after all. And now, labeling driverless cars. Nearly 9 out of 10 people in the United Kingdom want self-driving vehicles to be labeled in order to clearly distinguish them from human-driven vehicles, according to a major new survey by researchers at UCL. The research team surveyed 4,860 members of the British public in late 2021 about their attitudes to self-driving vehicles. The questions were created following interviews with 50 experts involved in developing the technology. The researchers found that while experts tended to downplay concerns about self-driving vehicles, members of the public were more skeptical. This skepticism, the researchers said, would not be resolved with a better public understanding of the technology, but reflected real uncertainties that developers needed to address. Most survey respondents were uncomfortable with the idea of using self-driving vehicles or even sharing the road with them, a trend that has remained consistent over the last 5 years of public surveys. Professor Jack Stilgo, who led the project, said that self-driving vehicles are often hyped as heralding a new transport revolution, but if they are to become a useful technology, the world will need to adapt to support their use, with new rules of the road and new infrastructure. There would also be new risks, and these changes need to be discussed widely, not just by policymakers and the people developing the technology. Let's discuss how to make self-driving cars safer. Safety concerns about the vehicles still exist. High-profile accidents involving the cars operating in some form of self-driving mode have raised alarm bells among lawmakers and observers, notably following the 2018 incident in Tempe, Arizona, when an Uber vehicle struck and killed a pedestrian. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration opened an investigation last year into Tesla's Autopilot driver assistance feature following a string of 11 crashes involving the company's vehicles. The federal agency also issued a standing general order requiring 108 manufacturers and operators of vehicles with advanced driver assistance systems or automated driving systems to report crashes involving these vehicles. NHTSA does not say that these vehicles are unsafe. The technologies needed to achieve full vehicle automation involve multiple sensors on the vehicles, including cameras, radar, sonar, and LiDAR. Artificial intelligence algorithms interpret those sensor inputs in order to understand the ever-changing environment around the vehicle, and the vehicle needs to be able to make split-second decisions, as human drivers routinely do. Finally, will 2022 be a turning point for driverless cars? In terms of production, the global autonomous vehicle market is expected to grow from 20.3 million in 2021 to 62.4 million in 2030, and the sales of high-level autonomous vehicles will account for nearly 50% of the total passenger car. Whether 2022 could be the turning point of the automatic driving industry depends on several factors. The first is the driving safety on the technical level, the second is to achieve mass production and reduce the cost efficiently, and the third is the formal legislation of automatic driving. In addition to the driving safety, the cost, and the regulations, the development of automatic driving technology also needs the maturity of the whole ecosystem. Automatic driving needs the joint promotion and development of multiple industries, such as OEMs, automatic driving technology companies, sensor manufacturers, and data service providers. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think autonomous cars will be the norm in the near future? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.